Alright, so this is the last video tutorial for directions for today. What you're going to do is you're going to go from the agenda, and we're on the last set of the assessing directions. You need to make sure that you have the blog rubric open. You should. We've made a copy of it. Life is feeling pretty good right now. Let me open up that one. And you have open your Google Doc that has the rough drafts on it. What you need to do is you need to have open, and I would suggest doing this in two separate windows so you can have them next to each other. You want to have the rubric for the person open while you have their entries open, and you're simply going to go through and you're going to assess the person's work. You can use any color to do your peer assessing except for yellow, where you fill stuff in. Excuse that. So as you're going through, for country 1, my first country is Japan, or Argentina. So my first country is Argentina. I'm going to fill in wherever it is on the blog that the rubric entry hits. So the theme of each entry clearly relates to one of the central topics of the short story. Okay, I can see how that's going on in here. Come in, I fill this in. It's pretty easy. So I got that done proficiently. As we go through, we've got some stuff that has to do with some usage. Maybe I used some words incorrectly, so that's going to be over here. When I get done with Argentina, which is my first country, then I'm going to come down and I'm going to start working in Japan. So I'll go through, I'll read through the article, and let's say that this one is missing a reference to the short story. So what I'm going to do is on my blog for country 2, there's no reference to the short story, that it doesn't relate to the short story at all. I'll come in and I will fill in for country 2, green, unsatisfactory, and I'm going to insert a comment as well that says, this would have been So now you're going to insert a comment, and this comment I said this would have been a good place to refer to the short story's theme of maturity and traditions versus modern thinking. We saw that in the story when Yoshiko was looking at her nails, and she saw the white in them, and she was thinking about what the cultural proverb was, what the traditional proverb was, versus the science that was behind the vitamin C deficiency. So that would have been a really nice place to have made that reference. When I get done with that, I'm going to comment. Your directions say that you have to insert a comment anytime anything shows up as less than proficient. And that's really important for you to do so that your group mates know what they need to correct. When you get done with all of this, which is probably going to take you the vast majority of the period, then you guys need to go through and self-edit the blog as a whole. You can fill this in, just do it one time, any color but yellow. And you need to look at your blog as a whole. What things are missing? Do you have your background presentations in place yet? Have you gone through and made sure that there's a universal theme, that there's some sort of universal tie between the different blog entries? Is everything organized and clean cut and easy to get around in? So that is what you need to do today as far as the blog entry edits go. And then next class you'll have more time to finish revising and perfecting your blogs. Good luck!